Labour Party's 2023 presidential candidate, Peter Obi, has officially joined the African Democratic Congress, ADC, along with prominent leaders from the southeast in Enugu State. Obi and the southeast leaders said the move aims to strengthen the opposition and collaborate with other political actors to rescue Nigeria from the poor governance of the All Progressive Congress. The event drew key figures, including former Deputy Speaker Emeka Hedioha, Senators Ben Obi, Victor Ume, Tony Nwoye, Gilbert Nnaji, Enyinaya Abaribe, Sam Egu, former Senate President and ADC National Chairman David Mark, and former Sokoto State Governor Aminu Tambuwal. Obi supporters expressed optimism that the new alignment will enhance their influence ahead of the 2027 general elections. Expectedly, there has been reactions. There has been reactions. The Labour Party, they're saying that the defection of Peter Obi to the African Democratic Congress, well, they are describing it as a relief. In a statement issued on Wednesday, the party described it as a relief, saying it has finally been liberated. The statement titled, "The Labour Party finally liberated from Peter Obi's defection," was signed by the party's National Publicity Secretary, Obiora Ifo. For this conversation, I'm joined by the National Publicity Secretary of the Labour Party, Abayomi Arabambi, as well as the Lagos State Chairman of the African Democratic Congress, George Ashiru. It's a pleasure to have you both on the news tonight. I mean, the biggest news today for some, especially for the ADC, Peter Obi is now officially a member. Beyond the big headlines, what does this really mean for the party? George, please.
Let me quickly stand a correction.
George, sorry, the question is for George.
Vice Chairman, Southwest of Labour Party.
Okay, do we have George actually?
I am online and I was about to answer your question.
Okay, the question is actually to you. I mean, for the ADC, there's the big headlines. Did you get the question? Just go ahead and respond. What does it mean for the party?
Yes, of course. We have been expecting that, and we have received appropriately the news that we have been awaiting for several months of the official coalition of the erstwhile Labour Party presidential candidate into African Democratic Congress, ADC. He has been part of the conversation. He has been involved in the rebuilding of the ADC for the purpose of having a coalition of Nigerians across all the 6 regions who will be able to define the path for Nigeria going forward from 2027. So what has happened is the official formal defection of the great leader into our party so that the coalition can then move into a greater stream by 2026 in the next few hours. Even today, as I speak to you, I have already received another batch of Labour Party executives in Lagos who have defected into us as partners in this coalition. So it is indeed important news,
okay,
as all the others we have received prior to this.
All right, we'll come back to you in a bit, Bayomi, just after this very short break. Please stay with us. Thank you for staying with us. And our guests, Abayomi and George, thank you for your patience. Abayomi, initially when I asked the question, you were making a clarification. Please, could you do that? And then take on the question as to the relief that the Labour Party is said to be feeling via your statement, considering the personality that just left your fold.
I said I am the National Vice Chairman, Southwest of Labour Party. I hope that is gotten now.
Yes, go ahead.
Yes, thank you very much. Yeah, it was actually a big relief for us because Peter Obi political trajectory started from APGA. He has issue with Odumegwu Ojukwu, the Kembanewi. He has issue with the national chairman, the man who acted as their spokesperson for the MC today, when he called him a political terrorist, that he was attempting to capture the APGA. Then he was sent packing, he moved to PDP. From PDP, when they faced scandalously, in 2019, he came and prostrated that we should give him ticket of Labour Party. After the presidential election, after all of us struggle here and there, to make sure we have some votes, this same man now colluded with Governor Alessoti in their history, according to their trajectory, to do, what we call party capture, which we resisted. And today, he has now jumped, into the ADC with a caveat today that I was shocked that, we are coming because they want Igbo presidency. That was, they said that was why they joined ADC. So we are now being liberated because Labour Party will not be reduced to a regional party like what they are championing today. And that's why you see him moving his movement to ADC to Enugu state. We had expected him to go to Anambra, but he said he wants to do it in Enugu, so that most of those his obedient supporters, will have, they'll be able to attend a large number. But for us, it's a good, radius of bad rubbish. We wish him well in his sojourn because we know he has nothing to offer Labour Party other than an attempt, to foster that Igbo presidency on Labour Party, which we said no, whatever that's going to come.
Abayomi, it's curious you say he has nothing to offer the party, yet the party gave him a presidential ticket to run on behalf of you. But I will come back to you. I want to go to George and ask about the dynamics now. Atiku has welcomed Obi into the ADC. On paper, it all sounds good. But are these two actually working together behind the scenes, or they're just being polite in public? I ask this because both men have made it clear that they are running for the presidency and they don't want to be vice. Talk to us about the dynamic.
Very difficult to make a statement of that nature on behalf of these two giants of Nigerian politics. They both know individually too why they are into politics. But what is important is that we see that there was a yearning by Nigerians to escape from this one-party rule. There is a yearning from Nigerians for a different style of government. But they also want steady hands. They want people they already know who, one way or the other, have an impact in the way Nigeria has developed. And combined with the dynamism of the various political movements that have built over the years, a coalition was envisaged. And here we are. So I don't think the conversation right now is about who is going to be president, who's not going to be president.
No, it is. I mean, George, let's be fair and let's be candid. These are two big wigs. One is a former vice presidential a former vice president of the country. The other was a presidential candidate, and both have spoken openly in the media that they will be running for presidency and not the VP position. And then they are in your party. So I need you to clarify, because a lot of persons are hoping that the coalition will give some light.
This is what democracy is all about, because what I'm hearing is this idea that ADC is anointing one candidate. It's not possible. That's why we call it a coalition. It means every partner will bring forth their best. So different partners will come forth with different political aspirations. So there will be presidential aspirants from the various groupings that have come together in this coalition. So the idea that the coalition was put together to endorse one person is not democratic. And I've said it over and over again, that there are going to be primaries and everybody has a right to contest. And we can have 12 candidates, aspirants, 15 aspirants. What matters at the end of the day is one person will emerge supported by the majority of the delegates.
Okay, so you're telling us now that the ADC is modeling democracy. So let's take that response for now and go to Abayomi quickly. You say Obi's leaving is a relief for the Labour Party, but realistically, people have said Peter Obi breathed new life into that party. Who is left? And what are your chances in 2027, considering also the internal wrangling that has plagued your party as well as other parties in the nation?
You said we have been liberated from the shackles, the political predators. We understand what we are saying. I want to be on record. Or be assisted primary with anybody in a political career. I stand not to be corrected. Go on. Son. Go and check the trajectory.
Unfortunately, we're having a challenge hearing what Abayomi is saying. We cannot continue with that. We cannot continue with his submission, so you can actually hear what needs to be said. But thank you very much, Abayomi and George, for being here tonight. Even though the time is short, we appreciate your time.